Would you cheat on me for $1 billion?
Why do you always come... Yes, babe.
Yeah,
The
yes!
answer is gonna be yes every single time. $1 billion? I don't even need $1 billion. It could be $100,000. I'm good.
Huh? Excuse me. That's rude.
It's for us.
Well, isn't this just fantastic? Captain's Log, Subtext 211105.3. Subfleet have ordered the removal of the hull hand. Spoil sports. So we've moved it into a stasis pod and will place it in a suitable location. I have it on good authority. D-Octa wants to, wank with it. The bastard stealing my idea. Welcome everyone to This Week at Twitter. Or Twat. Today we're going to start with @RayComfort. If this is the real @RayComfort, please stand up. Every man who embraces lust is a secret sexual predator. Is this a Poe? Is it a Poe? I mean, at this point, surely every single man that ever existed ever is then a secret sexual predator, which means it is no longer a secret. Does it mean they're just a predator? I don't know anymore. It's very hard to tell. Of course, this could just be one hell of a joke and bait, which I think is highly likely. I also, because it amuses me enough, want to just ask, is there anything you'd like to tell us, Ray? You want to share with the class, perhaps? So next we're going to move on to H3H3. Do your own research, in quotations. People who encourage you to do your own research on issues with overwhelming scientific consensus are fence-sitting disingenuous grifters who prioritize money over truth. It's becoming one of the most socially damaging and cowardly ways to cop out. There are many remarks within this I'd like to poke fun at, but for the sake of it, when someone says do your own research, either it's because the person presenting the content hasn't done enough themselves, or they themselves are too lazy, which is a statement I can tend to agree with, in the sense that saying do your own research is lazy in that context. When it comes to scientific consensus, you're always going to find people that say, let's just agree to disagree. And that's not a case of being a fence sitter by acknowledging both sides of an argument, which is another problem, but I do want to point out the overarching problem with all of this. It comes from you. If anyone's watched your content court, videos, your streams, in fact, your podcasts, you yourself have been debunked on so many occasions because you did not do your own research. So people will see the first 4 words of this tweet and just go, pot kettle black you? Ignoring the rest of that tweet in favour of those first 4 words. The second part of this I want to go at for a second is, as interesting as it is to see people tweet about this, when it comes to Twitter accounts that go with posting certain people's L's or W's online, I'm not going to deny, the vast majority of you are cringe. And you know you are. You're cringe. To the next subject, we go to a video shared by Libs of TikTok. Message, nope. Accompanying it is a 28-second video.
Let me tell you something about LGBTQ rights, about trans rights. This is only going in one direction. You will respect us. You can be upset. You can be angry. You can think it's unfair. You can feel like we're stealing something from you. But it's still only going in one direction. You will respect us.
There is one massive issue with what you said within your message, the Jeffrey Marsh. The problem is, as much as you want to push for equality, which is what the whole video is about, you have demanded people's respect. And the problem with that is, no one believes in that. The vast majority of us believe you spend your lifetime earning respect, only truly getting respect when you've passed. Your own history will be how you are remembered. You are respected by your family because of what you did, what you accomplished, how you influenced your family. Your friends, not so much. The rest of society, who actually gives a damn? When it comes to the rest of your TikTok, no one paid any attention. It's like Ethan Klein's tweet. The first 4 words were enough. Demanding respect was enough from you as well for people to not notice anything else you said, and to simply disregard what you said because they believe it is all insensitive and rude, much like demanding respect. Blood, sweat, respect. You shed the first two, you earn the third. We do not demand it. The next one is going to feature later on in Halls of Injustice. I have made that video, but it won't be out until the end of the month because I have a few extras already prepped. Jenny Mara. I was quite astonished tonight to see BBC News at 6 leading with Penelope Jackson murdering her husband. Awful and terrible. But does the BBC know that 3 women are murdered by their husbands' partners every week in the UK? Can you lead with that every time it happens, please? I have retweeted this with the words, "You're a moron and you know it." With Michaelis, sorry. This better be going on the next exhibition of stupid people or I'm going to be real mad. Well, I got it to twat. Does that count? Are you still angry? Please don't be angry. Should I block you? Now, the reason I called Jenny Mara blue checkmark a moron is because Penelope Jackson murdered her husband when he was calling emergency services after she slashed him across the chest. Now, they have a history. She has gone to prison for a long time. I will go into more detail about that in that Halls of Injustice. Context does matter. The arrest video was shared, and it was the funniest arrest video I've ever seen. She admitted to murdering him, saying she would have aimed for the heart, but he doesn't have one. Saying also, "Can someone get my coat? I'll be really angry if I didn't do a proper job." It was a very funny video. And understandably, when it was released, the BBC were always going to cover it because it was that damn good. Jenny Mara here is essentially just trying to say, can we just make men seem worse for a moment? Can we do that? Forgetting here that for news to really sell, you go with the best story, or the one you can spin the best. It's very hard to spin a video when the video of the arrest shows her admitting guilt, outright, multiple times. So before the penultimate and final subjects for today, we've got a good Samaritan. At HypoEve, just heard a poor girl having some serious gravy issues in a crowded public toilet. I tried reading that a few times, I failed. I used the hand dryer for 5 minutes longer than I had to, so she could unleash the chocolate thunder with less embarrassment. Been there, girl, I got you. I had to include this because it's such a nice little tangent and really sets the standard for the quality of videos I produce. You're all welcome. So Sinatra, I just filled my truck up at $3.30 a gallon, almost $100 bucks. Huh. Let's go Brandon. That meme has been doing its rounds for a while. I really like it, especially because of the amount of salt and cope I've noticed from it, which handily ties into a reply to it. The "Let's Go Brandon" thing died after everyone started doing it. Stop, from Raven's Mike, to which Sinatra replies because he's a big diplomat. No. I see Sinatra says viewers base is upset. I wonder if he'll say, "Let's go Brandon" when YouTube takes away his money again. If you have to go, "Let's go Brandon" every time you do something, you have no sense of humor and need to go away. Now, humor is entirely subjective. The "Let's go Brandon" thing annoys some people, like you, which people like me, my audience, and Sinatra's audience especially find very funny. But it does handily lead into a consequence, because you really couldn't cope, because you blocked him. You blocked Sinatra for it, because you really couldn't handle it. I'm going to agree with Sinatra here where he says, you're going to need a hell of a lot thicker skin if you want to be a content creator, my guy, because Mike is a Twitch streamer. And I will say it, as you work with a live chat, you're going to need a thick skin. Criticism from anyone for anything will come thick and fast. And if you can't handle it, you won't cut it. Consider that my good deed for the end of 2021. No, I will not be doing anything nice for the rest of this year. So to our final subject, we go to Elon Musk. He, along with many other billionaires, were kinda challenged to help solve world problems. The UN are idiots, I'm just going to say that now. Because when one of them challenged Elon Musk to this, he had said he would be willing to sell Tesla stock and spend $6 billion to end world hunger if and only if, there was open source accounting so the public could see exactly how the money was spent. This led to people saying things like, but this won't solve world hunger, it will prevent geopolitical instability, mass migration, and save 42 million people on the brink of starvation. To which Elon Musk replied with an express.co.uk link, which led to an article titled, "Starving Children as Young as 9 Forced to Give UN Officials Oral Sex to Get Food." Something tells me he's going to get blocked for that. If he doesn't, I'd be very surprised. Many will argue whether 6 billion will solve world hunger or not, but he's willing to offer up the money to try and help. But realistically, is anyone providing a solution beyond just tax the rich? No, no one is. So really, what are you going to accomplish beyond just saying, I want to tax the mega rich because no one needs that money? He's earned the money, he's paying based on the system you have in place. If you want to change the system, go nuts. But you're not going to change world hunger, you're only going to tax and put it into your own coffers on a national level. Prove me wrong, I guess. We don't do politics here. But we do politics on the Moist Ski Live channel, which I will be streaming on 9:30 PM GMT tonight. As we're done, I'd love to know what you think. Please do let me know in the comments down below. Please hit the like, as it would really help this channel, and share it about, of course. If I don't see you on the Moist Ski Live channel, have a fantastic Friday and subsequent weekend, and thank you all very much for listening.